So, hi everyone. Um, my God, I look so tired, and you can tell that the sun is in my 12th house, and my hair's just went frizzy as fuck because I let it dry naturally, and blah blah blah. Don't mind me. It'll actually look all right tomorrow when it calms down. I put the stuff in it, but whatever. Right, so I'm burning the sage because I'm doing this extra wee video because basically the astrology is explosive, right? And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I can't even be bothered going into all the aspects of that. So you can look yourself and or you can just tune in the energy. It's yeah, that's what I mean. This is going into extra time. The reason I'm actually filming this is because my niece was going to be staying the night, but um, yeah, a couple of them aren't well, and I don't know, there's shuffling, it's all getting shuffled about. And basically, I was meant to have the two of them, then I was meant to have the one of them, and now I've not got any of them. And I'm just like, right, whatever. It's for a reason because the sun's in my 12th house, and I'm tired, and I am absolutely ready for a bit of a holiday, a bit of a break. So, yeah, I just want to get the fuck away from here, actually. When you're just when you're just in that kind of mood. So, but I feel I'm also saying this because, um, oh God, big stick just, oh shit, oh my God, shit, fuck. This is the first time I've wore this and no, it didn't burn a hole in it. Um, yeah, yeah, I just figured I would do this because it's like, other, so just, I'm sure you're already aware, but can you feel it? Because I can. It's like because I'm a collective channel, like it's just really, it's really interesting actually, because I was actually talking to somebody, um, like I was talking to somebody before this, and I was talking about the shadow, and then basically I happened to then I happened to then cut the deck, and then I cut it at the shadow, and we're well and truly in the shadow now because although we're not in Scorpio sun yet. I just thought like, there's such a shift in the energy, like it does feel like quite cutting. And Mercury, planet communication, has just moved into Scorpio. So that's what it is. It's like I could just tell, I can just tell with it's just an energy you can't really put your finger on. And like you said, like you know what I mean? It's like, so anyway, I've just grounded myself with a sage, and so just be aware of that, it's very, very explosive astrology right now. So I just know that this has been set up in my life that I'm having a few days away, staying with my friend because, well, maybe a bit longer than that because yeah, I've not actually got the energy to to be doing stuff for other people basically right now. Do you know what I mean? And like faffing about and shit like that. So, and then look at this, it's quite interesting. So, um, look at the card, overworked. So again, this is what I mean. I'm just sharing with you. It's overworked and out of balance. And the 13th was yesterday. So because I'm filming this on the 14th, obviously. So if you watch it in real time. So I just felt there was obviously like with things being shifted about in my life there's obviously a very strong message here that they wanted me to stress that because you think about the last one of the other ones I just done was about that too. But this is how real astrology is. That like right now, you know, the sun is in my 12th house, but it's actually in a lot of your house. If you're Scorpio, again, like I said, that's where I can never work out my head, but you'll know. Hopefully, you know your own chart. If you don't book a session with me, if you want me to see if what the case is with your chart or whatever, you could pick the astrotherapy one. I think it's called that. And that's where I just have a quick look at whatever's going on and it's time for a bit of mediumship or channeling or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And then I can just see for things like that. But it's interesting because I'm just stressing to you, even though I know that at exactly this time every single year, without fail, it's the same repetitive things that come up, like the same sort of patterns and the same, it's hard to describe, but just yeah, I just notice the same sort of things in like clients and people around me and myself and like you said, it's because of yeah, it's astrology just never lies. It's just yeah, and so even what I'm saying is even though I've planned to be slowing down for literally the next 3 weeks. I say the next 3 weeks, but I'm definitely having a week solidly where I'm not channeling a video after that, right? Absolutely, that is what's happening. Um, and um, because I've channeled them all in advance. And then I'm going to say after about a week, but really it's 10 days because it'll be a week and then all the next weekend as well. I'll have to myself to the Monday. So basically, what day's today? Today is Monday, isn't it? So yeah, so a week from tomorrow. Oh my God, the maths is look at the maths for me. It's hilarious. Um, basically, yeah, yeah, and then I think it will be. I think it is. It's like because if a week. Wait a minute, I'm so confused. Yeah, so basically a week. Yeah, I'm having a solid week to myself because all of this week I'm not going to be channeling. Yeah, I basically I don't think I will be channeling anything until a week tomorrow actually. So I'm having a whole week to myself not channeling, which is going to be a bit of a mission, but I'm going to do it because I'm just going to treat it as if like if I was flying away on a plane somewhere, I wouldn't be able, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be doing all of this. So I'm just treating it like that. And I don't really want to be flying away on a plane anywhere anytime soon anyway. But um I'm just sort of saying to you that it's really interesting that although I've planned accordingly, it still can, it's still kind of like when it gets to you actually, like it's kind of like, what I mean? It's just that feeling of like I'm so fucking ready to go on my holiday. And my holiday is just like going with my friend, but it does feel like going away on a holiday because she lives a bit further away. So, um, yes. Right. Yeah. Let's shuffle them again, actually. Wait a minute. Let's fucking look at like how fucking tired I look. Um, What do people need to know about this? So basically, the message is try to stay grounded. This energy is explosive. Mercury in Scorpio. It's great for detective work. It's like, it'd be, yeah, great for like basically great for detective work, psychic work, um, like counseling, psychotherapy, what do you get, like kind of psychologist, all that kind of stuff, criminology stuff. But you know what I'm going to do now? The shadow side of it is nasty as fuck. So be aware of that. Other people could be very nasty with their words or very sharp, um, or you could. Because I'm just owning that about myself there, like with all that sort of, because it's not, don't worry, it's not that bad. Otherwise, I wouldn't be fucking doing the video and broadcast it, but it's kind of like with just all the kind of shuffling about and all of that, and it's like I could just feel myself getting bored. And I'm like, wait a minute, actually, I'm kind of tired, and this kind of works out. Do you know what I mean? But it's just, so just be aware of that. I had to kind of catch myself and be like, yeah, you'll know. I've known people with Mercury and Scorpio, and it can be a very, very nasty tongue. So, and sometimes when you say things, you can't take it back. So, just be aware of that. So, that's what I mean. It's nothing bad really has happened. It's just minor annoyances. But look, anxiety, overcoming fears. So there's something here about overcoming fears. That's really interesting because the other message for today is basically a bit of a fuck it, let's go message. It's about, not doing, not missing opportunities. And what was so interesting is when I was just catching up with my mum there, my mum had like, well, it was just like, again, not going to all the details, but my mum had just, um, oh, anyway, no, my mum had just sort of said something about, you never know when the last time you're going to see someone is. And I thought that, and I said, that's really weird because that's the message that I've recorded yesterday for today. Is basically that exact message. That was the whole point of that mediumship message that I've put out. Mediumship Monday message, which by the way, I only realised it was a Mediumship Monday message after I thought, oh my God, that's why he's come through because of that. Because I do the mediumship on a Monday, and it's Monday right now. So again, look out for your loved ones in spirit. So basically, it's the ancestors and the loved ones in spirit just wanting to give a bit of a heads up to not get pulled into that explosive energy. Um, and if people are losing their cool around you, try to be the calm amidst the chaos. Because I just had to sort of check myself there a little bit. Um, And it's not so much that it's already, it's that I can feel it in the air. So that's why I just want to get away from people and be away. Oh, this is really interesting. There's a card in this deck that actually is like, that's interesting where I'm going. So that'll be weird if it comes out. What else do you need to know? So how this applies to you is, A, do you need a bit of a holiday too, or a bit of a break, or take a couple of days off? Maybe you're, who the fuck is that now? Hang on. So, guys, you're going to see in action what I mean. It was some nippy fucker at the buzzer, and it wasn't even fucking for me, was it? Wait a minute, I'm shutting the door. Wait a minute. Yeah. So anyway, I'm not going to let that. And there's just so I'm just sort of saying to you, right, that it's like if I am aware of the astrology, right, and I'm aware that I'm a collective channel and I tune into things before they happen in the world and my personal life, clients, sometimes chaotic sort of things happen in my life because it's like I'm picking up on something to do we want to use, to be honest. Like whether it's someone I work with in a session or even just I've had things happen with people that is going on with people just connected to not just, but you know what I mean? Like it is kind of unusual, like if I'm not working with you closely, that I'm picking up on people like that. But it does happen. So it's again it can get interesting and annoying actually being like this. But that's what I meant by like I was on the phone to my friend last night. And we got stuck in a shaman. It was really fun. We got stuck in a shamanic portal basically, and like talking away about a whole load of things. And yeah, my work phone was on the bunker because I was timing when I was like making something. And I knocked it over and it smashed the front cameras. And I thought, oh, well, I've had a good run at it. Do you know what I mean? I've had it about 4 years, but it's still working. It's still going away. So that's probably to do with overworking. I'm just honestly, I just watch this. I'm showing you in action, right? Look how tired I am now, right? And then when I come back after, definitely, from around the start of November, I really will be like the Phoenix rising. It's just I need a rest. Like I just need to not be responsible for supporting people for a while, basically. But just know I am always praying for everybody every day. And the only things that I'm going to be doing is I am going to be sending the distant healing, which right now that's only one person. So that's all that healing's actually going to be going to you, so you know who you are, unless in the meantime somebody else joins. And obviously I will be keeping on an eye on that at least to see. Um but yeah, I need a break from everything, even from here too, from watching stuff, which might be a little bit hard, but because I'm going to stay with my friend, we'll be chatting away. It won't be the last time I went to stay. It's quite funny because the friend was on the phone to will watch this at some point, I'd imagine, and the friend I'm going to stay with will watch it too. But it's kind of like maybe not actually, I don't know, but yeah, we'll be chatting away about things. So muses, oh, now that's interesting. I always think that this card says disconnect, but it actually says discontent. So, and the muses card always reminds me about how it always comes through about that the divine feminine is the divine masculine's muse. As we've got, look, creativity on the back there. So yeah, there's definitely something here about if you're feeling a bit discontent with your life, lacking in passion, you might get guided to like either, and you might get guided, well, not might, if you're a twin flame divine masculine, regardless your gender, you will get inspired by your divine feminine to, with your creativity, even like long before you're even connecting physically and all that. But um, that can be through a dream, it can be literal in the physical, it can be the people that are out here doing things like this, because there's loads of feminines doing this, male and female. Or you can be guided to a divine feminine. Like, so you know what I mean? Some of yous can be guided to me. I'm a divine feminine, you're a divine masculine, or you're another divine feminine. You know what I mean? It really just depends how it goes. Um, right, so 8. This is this is funny. I've just opened the book up at Rest and Holy Spirit. You can't fucking make this shit up. I'm going to need to read. Oh, and look, Shadow's the next card. Anger, vengeance, violation, and spite. See what I mean? They're trying to tell you about, like you said, I can't be bothered going in and all ins and outs about astrology. I would just basically say explosive, really explosive. Um, and it's Mercury and Scorpio alone, even if all the other shit wasn't going on, is yeah. Like I said, it's great for getting down to the truth of things and stuff, but just don't, if you're having an argument or, even, and it doesn't even need to be that serious. You could be like, what the fuck, like, because you know what I mean? I just feel the energy changing. And sometimes it can just be that looking and being a bit mindful, be like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Right, so meditation, prayer, withdrawal, retreat. Listen to the Holy Spirit and open your heart to its direction. Take lots of time to be alone and get in touch with your soul. Write in a journal, seek counselling, and pray. Allow yourself to be in direct contact with the guiding wisdom of the Holy Spirit on a daily basis. Withdrawn from the world, whether, and by the way, can I just sort of share, like I said, because of the fucking haters that I've got that watch me amongst my soul family that I love, um, I'm getting all this different types of support for me too, with me going through a bit of an up level. There's that big full moon causing the trouble too, of course. That's, you know what I mean? That's the biggest. I can't actually pick. The astrology is so explosive. I can't actually pick what's more important here. But I can see the full moon out the window. Full moon in Aries, you know, fire energy, explosive. Yes, I'm praying for the world too because it's more than likely there's going to be more sort of extreme weather as well. Allow yourself to be in direct contact with the guiding wisdom of the Holy Spirit on a daily basis, withdrawn from the world, whether through contemplation, meditation, or even sabbatical, is the most powerful way to use your time right now. The Holy Spirit is guiding you at quiet moments. Its message, make time for yourself. Yeah, so overworked, make time for yourself, rest. And isn't it just crazy that, like, even though I've planned for this and now I'm at it, pretty much near enough. Because, like I said, if my niece had been staying, she would have been here, and I wouldn't be filming this. The only reason I got guided to film this is because the energy is just so intense. I'm like, nah, people need a warning. But see, I'm going to have to deal with the fact that I'm going to get stuff throughout the rest of the week, but I have to put myself in I always put myself first anyway, not in a selfish way, just you can't help a whole load of people if you're not helping yourself. Can you actually help anyone if you're not helping yourself? That's why I always say that goes for parents and that too. All the people that say you put your kids first, no, make sure that you're meeting your needs and like feeding and watering and basically heal you've got to heal yourself too. And you know what I mean? Common sense, you know what I'm saying? Like there are loads of people that just aren't taking care of themselves and they think that's taking care of their kids, but it's not. Like your kids are watching, so take care of yourself as well. I don't know if you can hear that. It's just I'm just the mouthpiece. Anyway, so 8. Discontent muses, dissatisfaction, seeking, searching, conclusions. Sooner or later in our I can't say that, evolutionary process, each of us begins to realize that it's not the having that fulfills our soul, but rather it's the act of creating that brings us satisfaction. Notice that's very divine feminine, actually. Like divine energy. Like, see, I can't talk. That's when they're telling me it's like creativity, discontent. It feels like lack of passion. That's what this feels like. Um, contentment is what we've created, no matter how grand, inevitably subsides, and our creative juices once again long to flow. That's why the once ideal partner ceases to mesmerize. Oh, yes, so that's what's going on for people there. Like I said, lack of passion. The perfect job eventually becomes mundane, and the great adventure becomes tedious. Although there's a lot to be said for enjoying what we have now, we must nevertheless respect that the fact that our basic nature as creative beings is to create. I just can't believe that the creativity came out too. Without the process, well, I can believe it, but without the process, we can't be fully content, at least not for long. Your muses are present and they call on you now to embrace your creative discontent. But remember, every time I pull that card, I always think it says disconnect. So I think there's a huge message here as well to disconnect. And notice it's not a coincidence that I've been saying, I need to have a social media break, full stop. So if you email me and I'm not getting back to you, I'll get back to you in about a week. If you comment, I'm not replying, I'll get back to you in a week. I know people know this, so it's more me. It really, I do accept that it is more me. That's why it's like I'm coming on because other people like that need to hear it too. Um, Your muses are present and they call on you now. Embrace your creative discontent and undertake new projects. Their message, see your frustration as a longing to learn more, expand more, dare more, and create more. And you see, the thing is, I do feel like I can rest now after I channel this because, um, except actually, I'm going to film this and then I'm going to film a wee New Earth one. Um, and that can be the weekly one, while I'm away. And then, like I said, that's tick, tick, tick. And then, like I said, even if I hadn't managed to do that, or if I don't after this, but I will because I'll just stop this and then I'll record it. Yeah, I'll make up for it when I come back because, like I said, you're no good to anyone if you don't take a rest. So this is what I feel somebody else needs a message about, however that resonates. Right, we'll just quickly scan 37 because I'm just so, yeah. This must just be really needed, is what I'm saying, because I just was noticing all the signs and I thought, put it this way, previous years, right, and this type of astrology, but I mean, this astrology is like the most intense it's ever been. Like, we've not seen, that's the point. We've seen things like this, but not this intense, like, because particularly the Capricorn went direct in the last degree of, sorry, yeah, Pluto, death and rebirth, destruction in the last degree of Capricorn for, up until it moves into Aquarius, which I keep saying the 17th of November, it's the 19th of November, but whatever, around that time, that's what's making this more intense too. It's like there's definite heavy, and then and don't even that doesn't even include all the chaotic towers and storms that are going on with Twinflames. It's kind of blown my mind. Like, they were pulling my eyes to a lot of the titles that I'd done like 3 years, 2 years ago, even some from a few months ago. Like, scroll yourself if we're all in different parts of the timeline, but some of these are manifesting for people now. So if that's you, definitely email me and I'll get back to you when I get back. But let me know because I can feel that they are. Yeah. Um, and the thing is, what was I noticing? There was whatever I filmed when I was away for the weekend, because they're now 3 weeks ago. I think some of those quick wee ones might be manifesting for some people too, for some reason, because of like when I clear energy, it's 3 weeks from the day. So I don't know, I don't usually work out like that, but I am just sort of like, oh right, yeah, those ones, the energy of those, because they seemed very urgent, and I'm feeling that again. So, um, patience, practice, reevaluation, assessment. Your creativity guides are advising you that there's no way to avoid risk if you wish to live a creative life. Look at the Mediumship Monday message. It's all about taking a risk or, yeah, regret it for the rest of your life in some people's cases. Stop worrying about making right and wrong choices and view all of them as creative opportunities. Be glad you have the freedom to make choices at all and realize that no matter what you choose, you'll create something. If you don't like the result, then simply go back to the drawing board and make new and hopefully better choices. Your creativity guides remind you not to look at life in terms of black and white, me against you, all or nothing. And again, that could really be in there with this astrology. You're a creative spirit, regardless of what else is going on in your life. Assess your creations with appreciation, respect. Whether good, bad, or indifferent, they all reflect your creativity. Celebrate everything you enjoy and don't fret over the rest. See your less desirable creations as oh my God, as interesting. Guys, my throat is fine. This is If you watch me all the time or now and again, you'll have heard me say before, when my throat starts going like that, because I don't actually get sore throats. Like, put it this way, what I mean is, if ever I got a sore throat, I would have a full-blown cold with it. But I actually haven't had that the whole time everyone else was getting ill, everyone else over the past 4 years. So, whenever that happens to me, it's always a sign of somebody, well, we know all of this. If you watch, if you watch any of my videos, you'll saw me saying that at some point, that that's usually when somebody is finding it hard to speak their truth to you, or you are the person finding it hard to speak your truth. Not necessarily to twin flame, it could be to other people in your life you need to speak your truth to, blah, 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 all that jazz. But I feel that, and also my other sign for my voice starts to go like that, especially with the other surrounding cards or just what's going on with it. It's a personal message, to me, but also to anyone connected with this that your energy is low and you need to rest. So that's basically what that's about. But that's really crazy. But I know it, I can feel it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like I almost like feel like I want to burst out crying, and it's just because it's like I can feel the energy. Oh shit, yeah, that's why too. I've just I've just realised. I'm having again, this reminds me of when somebody I worked with years and years and years ago. I don't know actually, it might be the one I've been copy and pasting in some of the comments. But she said what she loves is that you have the epiphanies along with me. And I'm having the epiphany now. It's because that Mercury is conjunct my Pluto. So do you know what I mean? And it just is kind of like that's why it's like, aye, it's not wise for me to be getting annoyed right now at anything. And that's what I mean. I'm like, why? Because I'm always like the thing, like that's why I'm laughing, like the things that were annoying me there. Just the faffing about. We're like, is she staying or not? Or who's it? You know what I mean? And then I was like, wait a minute. And that's what I mean. I just had to be like, oh. So I just like called back my mother, but like, just to be aware. Anyway, it's all right. It's all okay. But yeah, there's lots of people not well in that right now, colds and sore throats, and there is ascension too. Do you know what I mean? So for any of you that are lurking that know me or whatever, or basically what I'm saying, if you are local or see it's happening again, that's so weird. But that's why. Basically, what I'm saying is those of you that have got coughs and colds and flus and blah blah blah, it could be the energy. You know what I mean? Especially wherever the Aries is in your chart, because I know with some of the people that haven't been well, well, basically it's the kids, like you know what I mean, like they've got strong Aries placements like me, and so yeah, this full moon's a big one for me too. So that's I haven't even really been taking that into account, but it is because I'm an Aries and it's Aries full moon. Um, Your creative spirit, regardless of what else is going on in your life, assess your creations with appreciation, respect, whether good, bad, or indifferent. They all reflect your creativity. Celebrate everything you enjoy and don't fret over the rest. See your less desirable creations as interest and rough drafts and follow your creativity guide's advice. Go back to the drawing board. Oh, but that's interesting. That can be about literal creativity, but there's something you need to go. I think that's about there's something you need to go back to the drawing board about. 33, rebirth moment, talking to Pluto. It's like something that you thought you wanted maybe that's not what you want anymore. And it's, whether that's your love life, your career, friendships, family, like whatever it is, it's like, you're not well, yeah, you're discontent. That's very interesting. Right, okay, what else have we got here? And then I'll wrap this up. And now I really am going. So unless you're joining the membership, this is the last video in real time you're seeing from me. God, that full moon's looking even bigger out there. Oh yeah, of course. Oh fucking hell. That's what it is too. It's because it's like the biggest and closest supermoon all year or some shit like that. So, we're feeling it. What else do the people need to know? Yeah, and then like I said, I'm going to do a wee, and I think it will just be a wee 15-minute New Earth message. And then I might not actually. I might just publish one of the old ones because of what my throat's doing. But if you see me wearing the same dress, I decided to do it. And again, if anyone out there does upgrade from the first level, or if you decide to just, join at any of the other levels, then thank you for even thinking about it. Thank you for doing it. Or you can wait until I come back and I'm going on about it loads at the start of November. We can just see. But I'm going to be threshold. So this is always my card that somebody's coming to your door. So yeah, however that resonates for you. I don't know where that deck is. It's like, I want to tell you how I feel. I wonder what you would do. Um, right. Oh, there they are. Yeah, let's have a wee shuffle. Oh, no. Tower moments. Let's just see what didn't fall on the floor. I'm planning. I want us to get together in person. I'm just afraid of messing up with my stupid behaviour. Well, it kind of does make sense, doesn't it? I'm understanding. I'm facing my truths and I'm going within to become a better person. I know I have a purpose here and I want to be able to work on that. Hello, creepy with the creativity and all the rest of the shit that I've said. I'm I can't deal with this. It seems a little bit off topic, but I suppose it isn't actually. With this would be that's the thing I didn't say. Mercury and Scorpio, yeah, quite sexual energy. Um, yes, well, you can read it for yourself, but when I'm with you, I can't think straight. I act weird and crazy because I want you so bad. You're just so gorgeous to me. I'm just going to say this because it's quite funny, and it probably is because the Mercury's conjunct my Pluto. But one of the times in my life, which remember there's been a lot of times, but granted not for a long time, one of the ways that I can remember my twin flame looking at me was that I was a bit of a like I wasn't real. Like it was like he was looking at me like I was a bit of a dream or something or a bit of a unicorn. So that's kind of like why I say that. But I actually don't say that because of the way I can remember him looking at me. Um, that's actually how I look at him too. Do you know what I mean? That it's like, do you know what I mean? So, but the temple, yeah, look after your body, look after your temple. Any of these relevant? Aguape love. The lover was right behind that. The lover. You can tell I'm totally over the channel, and especially those lovey-dovey ones. I can't be arsed. The medallion, or whatever. I can't even be bothered. I need to work on myself, and I'm trying to clear my head. That's another collective of masculines. I feel you. My spider sense is tingling. Are you thinking of me? Because I'm definitely thinking of you. You're always on my mind. I really do care, even though I don't show it, right? So I'm not reading anymore because I can't be arsed, basically. Um, you're getting a bit of an idea what I might be like if I've not had a good night's sleep and shit, but I'm just, you know what I mean? What can I say? At least I wanted it. What do we need to surrender to? But yeah, so remember, if you are somebody that's here to be the calm amongst the chaos, it can affect you too. So be mindful, everyone. But be very aware of the darker energies and the karmic energies that are up to no good. Because not everyone's karmic energies are that sinister, but some are. And that's why I just picked up this deck. This energy, yeah. So Mercury and Scorpio, when we're talking about the dark side of it, it would be like really malicious, dark, scandalous, kind of nasty talk, which I sincerely hope is happening to no one, but that's what that kind of says to me. Secrets, is it shady secrets? Whatever's done in the dark is coming to light. Hidden gem, peril. Yeah, all the feminines in particular, whether you're male or female, you've been hidden, you've been cloaked. That's coming off, whatever that means. The veil of illusion that has been cast. Because there's two things, like you can be hidden, protected by God in that way, right? But there's also like an illusion confusion spell that is put over your kingdom spouse, the masculine, whatever you want to say. Like I said, if you're new around here, it's the same thing as far as I'm concerned. As long as you're true twin flame and you're not trauma bonded and thinking somebody toxic is your twin flame, and that's a good personal responsibility. Book a session. I'll be able to help you work that one out. Don't make yourself twin flame if you're not. It's a hard journey. Beautiful, but it is hard. Um, See what I mean? See if there's even a wee bit of sharpness and sass in my voice, and I can't help it. It is because I say it all the time, but it is because of that Mercury's conjunct my Pluto. I ain't fucking about with a message. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I put in the comments. So like I said, I'm not saying who it is because actually it's a big massive channel, and I always just think it's easier just to keep things anonymous. But I'm sure lots of you will be aware there's a channel of over 600,000, and yeah, she's great, and it is weird because it's like. You know what I mean? Like when it's that many people, you're like, this is getting beyond ridiculous. But there are quite a few times when it's like it's basically what I have been feeling for the collective, or it's what I've just channeled. And in this case, or it's like sometimes it's for like who I'm going to speak to, it's going to resonate for them, or sometimes it's actually resonates for me, or it's what I'm feeling might resonate and all this. Not all the time, but quite a lot of the time. And anyway, in this case the message that when I was saying about a love spell and illusions and that, and and then the card came out when I was doing them again. You might not have seen them yet, but just bear in mind I did fill them yesterday on the 13th. So although you'll be seeing them, possibly even as far away as leading up to Halloween, I filmed them then. And so, and what I'm seeing is like, not only did I see that bigger channel, I then saw somebody else with the exact same message. And I've been saying this for years, but I know that about me. But it's just some point out. So if you are in this tiny little collective, thank you, first of all. Just know that you, if you pay attention, if you follow some of the other bigger channels, you might notice that I actually get the message before they do. So do you know what I mean? Or my video, basically my video's published before they do. So basically, just to stress, I am not at all saying that in the case of that girl that she's found me and she's got like, no, not at all. But there are things like, that does go on too, where people see somebody else's download and then they're like, oh, I've just had a download. And it's like, no, you actually just saw somebody else's video and you're fitting it around. But anyway, I can tell when it's, but there are definitely a collective of divine feminines. It's quite crazy. We all get the same message at the same time. And anyway, when you're shuffling the cards anyway, you know what I mean? You can't fucking, that's no copying, you're getting the message. But in this case, that was pretty nuts. Like, that's what I mean. Like, we've got the same message at the same time. It just so happens that I channeled it first and got the video out first. But it's just quite nuts, isn't it? Because it is the same message if you know the video I'm talking about. And I'm just not directly saying it because I'm not leading karmic energies to the videos and the people that actually help people on this journey. But at the end of the day, like there's loads of karmic people that stalk not only my channel and all the other channels. Um, you can even see them in some of the comments on some people's videos that they're thinking that they are the twin flame and they're actually the karmic partner. So, which is a really interesting one. But yeah, it's sadness, female, old woman. So there might be like somebody, an older woman or something that's because remember I was talking about people that are karmic energies there. So wherever that's going to fit. Um, and crown, success, and pride. But you see, that's always the divine feminine to me. So chin up, princess or king, pick up that crown and remember who you are. Or if you're a bit like me, you might need to, you know, take the crown, you know what I mean? Crown as in your sovereignty. I don't mean an actual crown. Unless you wear like a, oh, look, and then they made me touch the ink when I said that. Unless you wear like an Egyptian queen or king or something in a past life, because I definitely was an Egyptian queen in a past life. I'm sure I was like I'm sure I was a pauper in the side of the lane as well, picking up rubbish to eat because scavenging. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we were all abundant. Like, I'm sure I've had past lives where I was, well, I definitely know I have had past lives where I was like shitty things too, but we're in the Egyptian queen energy. Especially, like I said that to the person I was talking to earlier, whenever I seem to wear this colour, it does seem to connect me back with Egypt energy, so that might connect with you too. And then we've got lion, strength and success. So yeah, again, look what I was just saying about royalty and regality. I really do think there is something about picking up your crown and remembering who you are. Stability and growth, yeah. And nourishment, transformation. Look at the scarab when I mentioned Egypt. Okay. Anyway, look, guys, I love it, right? I love it, but I've kind of had enough for one day. So could you just give us a message for some of the feminines? And I'm actually hungry, so I'm going to eat my macaroni that I made especially for me and my nieces. Now I'm eating it myself, but I'll put it in the freezer. They can have it next time. Indigo. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural born leader. Well, I don't know about you, but that's definitely what I am. So I was an indigo child, now I'm an indigo adult. That's actually in my description, but if you read it, it's been there for about 3, 4 years or something. 3 years, I think. But I feel that this is specifically about the masculines too, that you've always had very psychic energy, and you are a leader. And so that's why I think they're making me say pick up the crown and remember who you are. So I hope this finds the right person. Again, if you're around all the time, you'll know that the spider to me is sometimes written communication, sometimes it can be texts and calls is the way I work it out, or some things about writing anything, writing a book, blah 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 blah. But it's also spiders and spider webs in particular are black magic, spell work, confusion, illusion. Look at what I said. So I might use that for the thumbnail. And I'm not smiling. I can't be arsed smiling. I'm not. The thing is, I'm not like, yeah. I'm not actually fucked off about it. Do you know what I mean? If anything, I'm like, I'm feeling very, very tired and I just want to, I really, if I'm honest, I want to tidy this up before I go away for a couple of days, but I'm just like, no, I'm just actually going to turn this off, close the door on this, tidy up when I come back. I need to rest. So if you're watching this friend that I'm joining for company, I might just, yeah. My friend knows that. I've gone there to be fed and chat away and sleep and wealth. And then I will come back feeling abundant because wealth isn't always, I get what they're saying. Wealth isn't always literal money, right? Your health is your wealth, and without your health, you have nothing. And this high priestess is fucking tired. Discernment, prescience, or prescience, I don't know how you say that. Prophecy and vision. Crystal clear fucking visions signing off. Look out for that, the fuckery. But the high priestesses and the high priests are out here telling you about it. If you pay attention, great. If you don't, I don't like I told you so, but yeah, we're trying to protect you. You might be 38 as well. There's a wee 38 on there. See you later.